We'll get started in a seated position. If you want to come into a comfortable seat, you can sit up on a block or a cushion if you'd like, and we'll just drop into the body to begin with. Just make yourself comfortable, really grounding down, maybe lifting up the sort of flesh on your bottom to feel those sit bones grounding into the floor. Rest your hands onto your knees, wherever's comfortable, maybe palms facing up if you want to attract some energy, palms facing down if you want a little bit of grounding, maybe coming into a little mudra with your fingers. Soften the gaze, maybe gazing at a point on the floor in front of you, or closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. And just start to tune into the sound of your breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Taking deep breaths, filling up the belly and the ribs. And slowly exhaling. Inhaling, feel the belly expand, feel the ribs expand. And slowly exhaling out through the nose. Couple more times, deep inhale. See if you can get those ribs to expand on the front and the sides. And exhaling. Last time, inhale. And exhale. We'll start with a little bit of gentle movement through the neck here. So if you bring your left ear down to your left shoulder, and then just nod your head forwards and backwards. Still keeping that tension down the right side of your neck. Rolling all the way back. If you feel any pinching or pain, then just don't go that far. Keep it a nice small movement. But if you can, rolling that head forwards and backwards, whilst keeping that shoulder really drop down. You can bring your fingertips of your right hand down onto the mat, just to increase that tension, increase the stretch down the right hand side of your neck and your shoulder. Remembering those deep inhales and slow exhales. And we'll roll the nose all the way down towards the floor and switch to the other side. So right ear comes to right shoulder, just rolling forwards and backwards. Maybe bringing those left fingertips down to the ground, increasing that stretch all the way down the left hand side of the neck and shoulder. The whole time we're keeping that right ear pinned towards the right shoulder. Inhaling and slowly exhaling all through the nose. Rolling our nose down towards the ground in the center. And from here we'll take some full circles. So tilt your chin over to the left collarbone, and then left ear to left shoulder, rotating round. Nose to the ceiling, really lifting up and over. Don't tilt your head back too far if that feels uncomfortable. Bringing the right ear down to the right shoulder. Nose down to the collarbone on the right. Rolling through, and we'll go back the other way. Chin to right collarbone, right ear to right shoulder, up and over, left ear to left shoulder, chin to left collarbone, and all the way through, and coming up to center. So we call these controlled articular rotations. So we're really articulating those neck muscles into their full range. So it's not just a mindless roll of the neck. We're really pushing into each movement. So we'll move into the wrists now. So if you want to take your right wrist into your left hand, tuck that right elbow right into the body. That's going to be fixed. Our arm's going to be fixed at this right angle, taking hold of the two bones, the ulnar and the radius of the lower arm, and we'll move into rotations of the wrist. So keeping our fingers stuck together and nice and long and straight, we'll bring our hand and palm towards us, tilting it down, opening up to the bottom, all the way around. I can't really move mine around very far. All the way around as far as you can go to the right, tilting outwards, palm towards you, back up to center, palm towards you still, and then all the way around again. The whole time we're doing this really slowly. You might feel some clicks and pops. The whole time keeping those fingers glued together and as straight as we can. One more time, in towards center, palm out, fingers to the floor, across, up, palms facing us, and in center, and we'll go the other direction. So palm out, fingertips down, into the center, back to face us, and again, out to the side, fingertips to the floor, fingertips to center, and back. So muscles around your wrist might really be burning, and that's completely normal. We're just really working those connected tissues, waking them all up, and give that hand a little shake, maybe flick the fingers. I'll move into the other side, so the left elbow really pins into the ribs, taking hold of the forearm. That's not going anywhere. We're bringing all of the movement just into the wrist. So we'll tilt our palm up towards us, fingertips are glued together, in towards center, rotating down, fingertips towards the floor, out to the side. Probably don't have much movement out to the side. Back towards us, fingertips to center, drawing a big circle down to the floor, out to the left side, into center. A couple more times, really articulating through that wrist joint. You might find one side is easier than the other. Probably the hand that you hold your phone with is probably tighter. And we go the other direction. So out to the side, down, fingertips down, fingertips to center, up to face us, and out. Really controlled, all the movement coming from the wrist. We're not cheating by moving our fingers around in a circle. It's all in the wrist. You might hear mine cracking a little bit. And give that left hand a shake and a flick. And from here we're going to come down onto our backs. So rolling down with control, taking hold of your legs if you need to, just to bring you down onto the floor. Take a little shuffle to get comfortable. Stretch those legs out long, and on the inhale we'll take our arms overhead, interlace the fingers, reach up, really let that back arch, toes are stretching away, and on the exhale take a big sigh out of your mouth and let everything relax. We'll do that a few more times. Inhaling, reaching away as if we're being pulled in opposite directions. Reaching and relaxing. Interlace those fingers, toes point away, reaching, inhale. Exhale, everything relaxes. And from here we're going to bend our knees so our feet are planted on the floor, and bring our right knee towards us, and interlace the fingers or hold around the back of our right thigh. And we'll just take some leg extensions here. So pushing our heel up towards the ceiling and bringing it back down. Pushing up towards the ceiling, really feeling that stretch down the back of our legs. And bring it in. Extending and flexing. Extending. Toes are pointing towards our face, downwards, so our heels really extending up towards the ceiling. And down. A couple more times. Up and down. This time when our legs extended, let's take some articulations of the ankle now. So bring our toes to point towards us, tilting our foot so it's going in towards the center line. Point the toes away, point them out to the right and back towards our face. And again, drawing a nice big circle on the ceiling with our toes. Really pushing all the way around, like our toes are scraping around the outside of a bowl. It's a really active movement here. We're not just flopping our ankle around, everything else is still, and the whole movement's coming from the joint. And go in the other direction. I can really feel this after going for a run yesterday. And bring that leg down. And we'll go into the other side. So taking hold of the left leg, right foot's now planted on the ground. We're extending that leg up towards the ceiling, heels pushing up towards the ceiling and flexing, extending that knee, flexing the knee and extending. As we extend, our heels pushing up, our toes are flexed. We're really pulling them toes down towards the ground, really increasing that stretch all down the back of our leg. A couple more times. And this time we'll hold our foot up and we'll take those controlled articular rotations of the ankle on the left side. So tilting our toes into the center, round to the pointing up towards the ceiling, out to the left, down towards our face and round, drawing that nice big circle with the toes on the ceiling. Really scraping all the way around the full range of that ankle joint. And go in the opposite direction now. Out to the side, up towards the ceiling, into the center, back towards you. Out to the side, up to center, up to the ceiling, into center and back towards you. And bringing that foot down, giving those feet a little shake if you need to. Take your knees in towards your chest and give them a nice big hug. Maybe rocking side to side here. We'll plant our feet down and we'll just move into the hips and the spine a little bit, warming up the glutes, tilting that pelvis. So your pubic bone down at the bottom of your pelvis on the front, you want to tilt that up towards the ceiling, really engaging our lower back into the mat here. It's a really subtle movement, but hopefully you can see my back pushing into the mat as I tilt this pelvis up towards the ceiling. I'm just rocking forward and back, creating space under the lower back and then tilting, flattening the lower back down. And next time we tilt up, we'll hold it there so our pelvis is really tucked, really engaging through our heels, and the balls of our feet will push up, keeping that tilt so our pubic bones tilting up towards the ceiling, engaging those glutes, really squeezing the bum muscles as we roll our spine all the way off the mat. Just as far as you can, don't worry if you can't get very far, and then rolling back down, keeping that pelvis tucked, until we get to the bottom and roll through. Our lower back comes off. So our lower back flattens, we'll go again. Pelvis tilts, pubic bone towards our face, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up the back, really pushing in to the ball of our foot and our heel. The knees are in line with our hips, they're not flopping in or out here. Squeezing and lowering down. A couple more times. Rolling up, tilt that pelvis, really tucking so we can feel that engagement in our glutes. And rolling back down. One more time. Rolling up, really warming up those leg muscles. Also a nice little exercise for the spine. Relaxing down here. You can either roll on your side and push yourself up, or bring the knees up and rock. Create a nice curve through that back so we can rock and roll up into a seated position. From here we'll come into all fours. We'll warm up those wrists a little bit. So our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are right underneath our hips here. You can release the tops of your feet so they're flat on the floor, and we'll just roll our weight around our wrists here, pushing into all 10 fingers, especially our index finger and our thumb, and just roll, creating a circle over our hands with our upper body. And swap, go in the other direction just as much as is comfortable. If this is really tough on your wrists, you can come back onto your knees and put a lot less pressure through the wrists, or you could always come in to a fist position if that's better for you. We are going to move through a range of wrist exercises where we will have our wrists flexed, so I really recommend sitting back for those if you do have wrist issues, or skip these completely and just go for some wrist circles and things without weight on your wrists. So we'll get started with our wrist sequence. So coming up onto our fingertips here on each hand, and then lowering back onto the palm. Up on the fingertips, palm, palm, fingertips, fingertips, palm, palm, fingertips, fingertips, palm, palm. And then we'll come up into a fist with the fingers to the center. Turn your fist so they're back towards you, and then center, center, back, back, center, center, back, back. So our thumbs are on the outside, we're not tucking our thumbs into our fingers here because that might be a little bit too much. And now we'll sit back slightly. You can come all the way back onto heels if you want to, or just come back slightly so we've not got quite as much pressure through our wrists, as we bring our fingertips to face us with our thumbs on the outside. So our palms are flat, our fingers are facing towards us, our thumbs on the outside, and we'll just rock forward and back here. Really rolling up into the fingers, feeling that stretch all the way down the back of the hands. Maybe try and wiggle your fingers in this position. It's really quite hard. One hand is better than the other for me. And then we'll flick our hands over now. Bring our palms up towards the ceiling, and our thumbs are on the inside now. This is quite an intense stretch through our wrists and forearms. So you want to be really sitting back so that most of your weight's going through your legs rather than through your wrists for this one. Putting as much pressure as is comfortable. We don't want any pain or pinching, just a nice stretch. Maybe giving those fingers a wiggle. It's a lot easier in this direction. And coming back onto our palms, just give those wrists a little shake. We'll move up into our shoulders now, our shoulder blades, coming back into all fours. Fingers are really pushing into the mat, really focusing on those index finger and thumb. And we'll collapse our shoulder blades down here, back's nice and relaxed. Our shoulder blades are pinching together as if we're trying to pinch a penny in between our shoulder blades here. So really relax down, let those shoulder blades come together, and then push the ground away, really arching through the upper back and let those shoulder blades slide off your back here. So we're not coming into our full cat-cow just yet. We're just working through the upper body. So collapsing, letting our shoulder blades pinch together, squeezing those shoulder blades together, pushing the ground away, feeling those shoulder blades spread apart. So coming down, pinching that penny or piece of paper between your shoulder blades, and then pushing the ground away, feeling that really nice stretch right across the middle of your back. Collapsing down and pushing away, building strength across those shoulder blades and awareness of where our shoulder blades or scapula are positioned. A couple more times. And then we'll move into our full cat-cow here. So dropping the belly down, maybe bending the elbows slightly, chest's going forward, gaze is up, really arching through the back, and then push the ground away, rounding through the spine. Head relaxes down, maybe shake out your head, yes and no. Bend the elbows, belly relaxes down, chest forward, inhale, exhale, push the ground away. Inhale, come down. Chest is open, gaze is forward. Push the ground away, exhale. Couple more. And from here we're going to move into some hip circles. So we'll start with our left leg, bring our weight into our right knee, keeping our back nice and straight here, just being aware of where those shoulder blades are, so we're not collapsing down. We're focusing on pushing the ground away and feeling those shoulder blades slide off the back with our core engaged. And we'll bring our left knee out towards the side, keeping it in a nice right angle with our lower leg. Bring it out towards the side, and we're not just focusing on opening up as far as we can. We're trying to use the glute and keep our lower back flat as we can. So it's more of an out and a stretch in that direction rather than upwards. So we're coming out and in and out, really keeping that honest as a strength. Where can you hold it with your glute muscle rather than just tilting the hips to open it. 2, 3, 4, and then back. So we'll kick our heel up towards the ceiling, and again we're not just arching through the back to kick up. Everything's in control, really engaged through the core. We're just using that glute muscle to lift that leg. 3, 4, 5, really kicking that heel up towards the ceiling but squeezing the glute. And then from here we'll take it into a circle. So we'll go out to the side and then internally rotate, so tilt the heel up towards the ceiling as we come up and over into that extension, and then bring the knee towards us, and we'll kick back this time, tilting out to the side and then back in, kicking up, out to the side and back in, reverse direction, going out to the side first, up and over and back to center, and again out to the side, up and over, back to center. Maybe give those shoulders a little roll if you want to. I'll just flip around so you can see from the other side. Move into our right leg this time. Our shoulders are above our wrists, engaging through the core, pushing that ground away. We're not collapsing through the shoulders. We come into the right leg, pulling it out to the side and back in. Out to the side, squeezing that glute and in. Imagine you've got a tray of drinks on your back, and if you're to tilt your hips, they'll all fall off. It's really handy to do this in front of a mirror. Couple more. And now kicking the heel up to the ceiling, really engaging through that glute. We're not arching through the back, our lower back is staying firmly in place. Really kicking that heel up. It doesn't matter if your knee can't come up level with your body, just wherever you feel you can get it to, using that strength. And then we'll come into those circles. So out to the side, tilt the heel up, come up and over, and then back to center, and then kicking up, back, out to the side, into center, out to the side, up and over, into center. One more time, out to the side, up and over, kicking that heel up, back to center. Pushing back into a child's pose now. Our knees are nice and spread apart. Hands forward, or you can bring your forehead down and bring your hands to your side. And just rock here, forward and back. And take some deep breaths. Just notice how your body's feeling. Notice what's coming up for you. And from here, we're going to rise up onto all fours again, tuck those back toes and push back, pushing our hips up towards the ceiling into a sort of downward facing dog, but we're keeping our knees nice and bent. Think about where those shoulder blades are. They're really sliding off the back. Elbows are away from the ears. Shoulders are away from the ears. Not kind of all hunched up. Creating space across the chest. And maybe just push your heels towards the ground. If you can find some length there, it's fine. If you want to just keep your knees nice and bent, really pushing into all 10 fingers, grounding down through the index finger and thumb. Finding some movement here. And then we'll slowly bend our knees and walk our hands back towards our feet, hanging the head down. Shake out the head, yes and no. Maybe take hold of either elbow, and rock side to side. Knees are still nice and bent, feet are hip width apart. Release the elbows, keep those arms and head nice and heavy as we roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowly rolling up. And just notice how you're feeling. Inhaling. Reach the arms up. And exhale, bring your right hand down. Left arm reaches up and over. Really reaching that right arm down towards our knee as the left hand bends over. You feel a nice stretch all down your left side. Maybe looking up, keeping that shoulder pinned back. And relax the body all the way down, nice and heavy, slowly rolling up, reaching the arms up, left hand slides down towards the knee, just as far as you can feel a stretch. You don't need to collapse all the way into it, finding length up and over through the right arm, pulling down with the left. Maybe just noticing where that stretch changes as you tilt your arm backwards. You might feel a little more in the front of the hip. And we'll sweep that arm down and relax. Slowly coming up. Bring the fingertips to the shoulders and we'll just bend the knees, roll forwards with the elbows, rise up and down. Doing some nice big shoulder rolls, incorporating some spinal rolls as well. Just turn so you can see that from the side. We're arching the back, coming down, rounding, coming up. And coming back to center, giving the whole body a nice big shake. Bring your left hand to your chest, your right hand to your belly, and just find stillness here. Breathing in, softening the gaze. Long exhale. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Thank you, well done. I hope you enjoyed that and you're feeling nice and warmed up, ready for the day ahead or whatever you're up to now. See you soon, thank you.